Okay, so today what we have in front of us is the Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 extended, and it's taken from October November 2023. Now, when it comes to the first question, says Tara goes on a journey by train. The train leaves at 6:48. The journey took 12 hours and 35 minutes. So we take advantage of the scientific calculator. You can see that the train leaves at 6:48, 6 hours and 48 minutes, and we are going to add 12 hours and 35 minutes. 12 hours and 35 minutes, so it's going to be 19 hours and 23 minutes. So train leaving at 6:48, and additionally 12 hours and 35 minutes. So it's going to be ending at 19 hours and 19 hours and 23 minutes. And if you want to write the answers in hours, so you subtract 12 out of this. So 7:23 is going to be also the time, 19:23 or 7:23. Both are going to be right answers. Now, when it comes to question number two, it's a pretty simple question. When I look at these numbers 61, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68, and 69, so I see this number as the cube of 4. So 4 cube, that means 4 times 4 times 4 is giving us 64. So that means 4 cube or 64 is the right answer. And when I see prime number 63 is not a prime number, 64, 66. So I see 61 as the prime number out of all these numbers. Now comes question number three. It says the stem and leaf diagram shows the height in centimeters of some plants. So in reality, you should know that it is 10.4 is the height of the first plant, and 10.8, and third one is 11.1, and 11.3, 11.4, 11.6, and the next set is 12.2, 12.3, 12.6, 12.9, and 13.2, and 13.6, and 13.9. So as the key says that 10 slash 4 means 10.4. So that means 12 slash 3 is going to be 12.3, 12.6, and 12.9 likewise. Now we need to find out the median of the height. So we start cancelling the last and the first one. This way we are going to reach. So 12.2 is the right answer. 12.2 is the median height. Now work out the mean height. Mean is the sum of all the numbers divided by number of numbers. So when you add all these numbers, it's going to be 157.3, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 numbers. So it's divided by 13. So when 157.3 divided by 13 is going to give us 12.1 as the answer, and that is the mean height. Answer for this one is going to be 12.1. Now this is the question for finding out the interest. And we know very well the formula for finding out the interest is as a simple interest. So we'll use this formula. We need to find out the interest. Principal is already given here, which is 750. Rate is also given, which is 1.8 over 100, and the time is 5 hours. To make it simple, 1.8 times 5 gives us a 9 over 100 times 750. So 750 is multiplied by 0.09. So it's going to give us 67.5 is going to be your right answer. Okay, so this is question number 5 in front of us. And the diagram shows triangle ABC. M is the midpoint of AC. And the triangle ABC is rotated 180 about center M. The image and the original triangle together form a quadrilateral ABCD. Write down the mathematical name of a quadrilateral ABCD. So to make your work easier, we should know very well that 112 plus 44, uh, when subtracted from 180 degree, sum of all the angles of a triangle equals 180. So we know very well 112 plus 44 gives us 156. When it is subtracted from 180, it's going to give us a 24. So we know very well this angle is 24. Now we are going to draw a triangle exactly on top of this, and then we are going to rotate that triangle as 180 degree, and we will see that this diagram ABC and D is making a parallelogram. So parallelogram is the right answer. You write parallelogram. Next, they are asking you to find out angle BAD. Angle BAD. That means this whole angle they need to know. So we know very well that these two lines are parallel to each other. So this is going to be your alternate angle of 44, and 24 plus 44 is going to give us a 68, which is the right answer. 68 degrees. Never forget to write degrees in the answer when it comes to geometry. Now, next question is to complete the table. We know when it comes to probability, probability is always equals to 1. So once it is added together, 0.4, 0.32, 0.32, and 0.17. So when they are added together, they makes 0.89. When it is subtracted from 1, it's going to give us 0.11. So 0.11 is the right answer. When so first part is done. Now they are asking you to find out there are 1800 students in the school. Find the expected number of students that walk to the school. So walking is 0.32 as you can see. So 0.32 is multiplied by 1800. It's going to give us 567. Of course, calculator is allowed to use. So once you multiply these two guys, you will get the final answer. Now, moving on to the next question. It says without using calculator. So that means every working is to be clear, divided by 11 over 15. So this is 11 over 5 divided by 11 over 15. When divide sign change to multiply, so this is going to be flipping. And we know that this 11 by 1 and 11 by 1 is going to be cancelling. So final answer is 15 over 6. Or you can say 3 times 2 is a 6 and 3 times 5 is a 15. So you can write 5 over 2 or 2.5. Both are going to be correct answer. 5.2 or 2.5, both are going to be accepted as a correct answer. Now in here, they need to find out highest common factor of 48 and 60 and 80. So in reality, what it means is that you need to find the biggest number that can divide both of them. Okay. So for that, we are going to follow a pattern, making two different lines, and we write 48 here and 80 here, and we start dividing by 2. 2 times 24, 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3, and 3 times 1. 2 times 40, 2 times 20, 2 times 10, 2 times 5 is a 10, and 5. So for 48 and for 80, write down separately. It is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and a 3, while here it is almost the same but multiplied by 5. So these two are going to give us a 2. These two is also a common. This 2 is also a common. This 2 is also a common. So 16 is the biggest number that can divide 48 and 80. Or you can say 16 times 3 and 16 times 5. It's going to give us a 48 and 80. So 16 is your correct answer. You should write here to get full marks. When it comes to question number 9, find the positive value of y when p equals 108 and w equals 8. So first we simplify. P equals 2w y square and 3, since y equals x square y equals square, so you may get negative and positive value, but they're asking you a positive value. So 3p equals 2w y square. P is 108. 2 times w is 8 y square. So 3 times 108 is going to give us 324. 324. You may use your calculator. 16 y square and 324 when simplified. 324 by 16. So you should get, we are going to solve this using by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 8 is 32 and 4 times 1 is a 4. So 81 over 4 y square. You know very well the root of 81 is a 9 and root of 4 is a 2. So your final answer is going to be 4 whole 1 over 2, or you can say it is 4.5. Now when it comes to finding out the transposition of 3ab, that means 3, 7 minus 3. So you should be writing 21 here and minus 9 here as an answer. Now comes they are finding the square. So what we do is, what they want is actually 7 square and plus the value of b also squared. So this is going to give us 49 plus 9, and this is going to be 58. And when using a calculator, if you find out the value of 58, it's going to be 7.615. So we may round it off to decimal place and make it 7.62. In question number 11, says a bronze sphere has a radius 3.6 centimeters. The distance of bronze, the density of bronze is 8.05 grams per cubic centimeter. Find the mass of the sphere. As you can see, the formula for density is already given, which is mass divided by volume. And in the question it says find the mass. So mass is going to be equals to density multiplied by volume. And the density which is given as 8.05 is going to be multiplied by the volume, which is 4 over 3 pi. Instead of pi you can write 3.14, and the radius which is given as 3.6. So 3.6 has to be cubed. Once all these calculations are kept in the calculator, you should get the answer as 1573.22. Answer is in grams, and the question says to give the answer in kilograms. As you can see, in kilograms, correct to the nearest grams. Now 1573.22 when divided by 1000, as there are 1000 grams in 1 kilogram, so your answer is going to be 1573, or you can write 1.57 kilograms. Now comes question number 12. It says Oliver sent 22% more messages in June than in May. So we have no idea how many messages are sent in the month of May. So we consider as x equals May, or the other way around you can write May equals the messages of May equals x, which is 100%. Now it is increased 20%, 22% in the month of June. So what we say is in the month of June there are 305 messages, which is 100 plus 22, which is 122%. So in the calculations, when it comes to, because we have no idea how many messages are sent in the month of May, so this is going to be 122 and 305, which is 100%. Now finding out the value of x, that means 305 times 100 divided by 122. So once these numbers are kept in the calculator, so it's going to give you x equals 250. Now the messages sent in the month of June are 305. So 305 minus 250 is going to give you a 55. That means more messages, 55 more messages sent in the month of June. So this is going to be your answer. Now for question number 13, there is going to be a little trick I am going to be applying, as the answer for this is going to be complicated. I am making a copy of it so that I can show you the final answer of this question. Now it says the graph of y equals 2x plus 1. This line that you can see is 2x plus 1. Okay. Now what they want is, by shading the unwanted region, you need to shade the unwanted regions. Okay. Find and label the region R which satisfies R, which satisfies these inequalities. All three should be satisfying. Now first, this one is already there, but you need to shade unwanted. So it is y equals greater than or equal to. Greater than means everything above it. That means it's going to be something like this. Let me show you. All this region has to be shaded. This whole region has to be shaded, which is greater than or equal to. So this is all shaded. So first part is over. Then comes second part. Second part is saying every value which is of y greater than or equals to 1. That means you need to make a straight line on y equals 1. So this is the line y equals 1 and everything above it greater than. That means this area has to be also shaded. The area above this line. 2, 3 and 4, 5. So this area has to be also shaded. Now comes third part, third equation, which is given as 4x plus 3y less than 12. And remember, the line that you draw for this one is going to be dotted, not the solid line. Okay, so we make y, change the pen, 3y less than minus 4x plus 12. That means y equals less than minus 4x plus 12 over 3, or we can say y is less than minus 4 over 3x plus 12 over 3, which is going to give us an equation minus 4 over 3x plus 4. So this is going to be the line that you will be plotting. Now this is the line we are talking about. The gradient is given, and now we are going to start at plus 4. Let me write this equation once again. Y equals minus 4 over 3x plus 4. So the trick to make a straight line is that you go for plus 4. Plus 4 is over here, and it is saying minus 4 over 3. That means from here you go down 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is going to be the second point. Minus 4 and 1, 2, 3. This is going to be your second point of the line, and you will draw a line something like this. This is going to be your line, and you should increase it a little. Does not really matter. Okay, now these three lines are there, and you need to shade everything below it less than. And remember, as I reminded you, that this line is going to be dotted line, so I will make it dotted. This cannot be a solid line, so please be reminded that once you are making a dotted line, something like this, it cannot be and should not be solid. So less than, all the values less than, that means area which is below this is going to be shaded. Now we are going to shade this area. This area is shaded. Now all the three lines are there and shading is also done. Now look at this question. It's saying by showing the unwanted region of the grid when three lines are meeting. So this is the area we are talking about. Number one, first point is going to be this one. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. This area has to be taken away. You need to, so you have to shade this area. This is going to be your answer, or you can use an eraser or anything that suits. This is the answer. So for which I said that I'll be using this one from here. So this area is called as R. Once you write R here, this is going to be your final answer and you get full marks for it. In question number 14, it says the box in the whiskers plot shows information about the mass in kilograms of some parcels. Find the mass of the heaviest parcel. Always remember the heaviest value in any question can be changed, but in this question it is about the heaviest parcel. So you should always look at this point, the end point of the whisker. Okay, and I'll take advantage of this straight line and I will see where it stops. So I can notice, I can see that this line stops over here, and when I start counting, so every two blocks is equals to 1. So this is 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. So 3.3 is going to be your final answer. 3.3 kilogram is the final answer. Then they're asking you to find out the interquartile range. Always remember, interquartile range is the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. Okay, so I will write down the formula for you. Upper quartile minus lower quartile is going to give you the interquartile range. And remember that upper quartile lies over here at this corner and the lower quartile lies over here. So we will see with the same tool where it lies. So this value is 2 point, let me count, 2.1, 2, 3, and 4. And this one is 1.85. 1.85. So I'll put the values. Upper quartile is 2.4 and lower quartile is 1.85. When subtracted together, it's going to give you 0.55. So 0.55 kilogram is the correct answer. And you get full marks for this. Now comes to rearrange the formula to make D the subject. So first thing is that you get rid of this square root sign. So squaring both sides is going to get rid of this E, squaring both sides. So you will get rid of this square, and T square is going to be equals to 3D minus E. You don't want this E here. So T square equals T square plus E equals 3D, and D equals T square plus E over 3. So this is going to be your answer. D equals T square plus E over 3 is going to be your correct answer. Now, in question number 16 says the cylinder with the height 12.5, height is already given, and the curved surface area of 105 pi cubic square centimeters. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. So surface area formula you know very well. Surface area formula is 2 pi r h, and the formula for volume is pi r square h. Now this is 105 pi equals 2 pi r h. So pi and pi are going to be cancelled each other, and 105 equals 2 r h. So 105 equals 2 r h. The height is already given, 12.5, and 105 equals 25 r. So the radius is going to be 105 divided by 25. So the radius equals 4.2 centimeter. Now putting the value to find out the volume of pi r square h. So volume equals 3.14, also can be kept in the calculator. Radius is 4.2 square, and the height is 12.5. When these values are put in the calculator, you will get volume equals 692.7, or as a final answer you can say 693 as the answer. Now comes question number 17. For simplification, you know the exponential rule that this power exponent has for both. So I can write 64 2 over 3, and y also 27 to the power 2 over 3. I know 4 cube is equal to 64. I can write 4 cube instead of 64, and y 27 multiplied by 2 over 3. So this is going to give me 3 times 1 and 3 times 9. So these three are going to be cancelled. So 4 square y power 18, or we can say 16 y power 18. Now in this question of simplification, we are going to be using a rule, if you remember, that a square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b. If I write this question in this way, so I can definitely write x square minus 5 square. So this is the difference of two squares. That means x minus 5, x plus 5, and x minus 5. Now since on the numerator can be cancelled with this, so your final answer is going to be 1 over x plus 5. Moving on to the next question. In question number 18, it says f is proportional to the product of m and a. That means f is directly proportional to ma. That means bringing the sign of proportionality, we will write kma. This is going to be your first equation. Now calculate the percentage change in f when m is increased by 40%. That means originally it is 100, and 40% increase means 40% should be increased in this. So instead we can write in this way: 100% plus 40% is going to be 140%, which is going to be 1.4, and this value is changing m. So 1.4 m is going to be increased. When it comes to decrease 15%, that means 100% minus 15% is going to be 85%, which is 0.85 a. Originally it was a, but after decreasing it's going to be 0.85. Now we know very well that f is equals to k, the value of m is changed to 1.4, so it's going to be 1.4 m, and then multiplied by 0.85, the changed value of a. Now when we multiply these two, we get f equals 1.4 times 0.85. It's going to be 1.19 km and a. Okay, now this is the changed value of f. Originally it was, this is the second one. Now we need to find out the percentage change. So for that we know this second value, which is increased one, 1.19 kma, subtracted 1 kma, the original value, divided by the original value, which is kma, and multiply by 100. So substituting the values, it's going to 1 minus 1.19 minus 1 is going to be 0.19 kma over kma times 100. This is going to be cancelled with this. So 0.19 multiplied by 100 is going to give us 19%. Is going to be your final answer. Moving on to the next question. This is about finding out the obtuse angle, which is PQ and R. P, Q, and R. That means we are talking about this angle. They need to find out. And we know we can use sine rule over here, since we need to find out the value of R first. So sine R over 18 is equals to sine P, sine 42, I should write, is equal over 13.5. Cross multiplication. So sine R times 13.5 equals sine 42 times 18, and to find out the value of sine R equals sine 42 times 18 divided by 13.5. So once this calculation is done, so you will get sine value as 0.89, and once you don't know the value of angle, so you'll be using sine inverse value of 0.89, which is going to give you 63.15. So 63.15 is this angle. When you add these two and subtract from 18, 180 is going to give you 180 minus 63.15 is going to give you 116.5. So this is going to be your final answer for this question. In question number 20, it says the product of x plus a and x plus 2 and 2x plus 3 is equivalent to 2x square 2x cube plus bx square plus cx minus 18. Find the value of a, b, and c. So let's begin. In these type of questions, be very careful and specific about finding out the product. So I am getting the product of x plus 2 and 2x plus 3 directly, and that is going to give us 2x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 6, and this is going to be x plus a and 2x square plus 7x plus 6. Now we are multiplying these two directly. So first one is going to give us 2x cube plus 7x square plus 6x plus 2ax square plus 7xa and plus 6a. Now, something we should notice is that to bring the like terms together, first one is 2x cube, so there is no problem. Second one is 7x square and plus 2x square should be kept together. And then we'll keep 6x and plus 7xa and plus 6a in the last. In here, something noticeable is that this one and this one is x square values, and this one are x values. Get it? So now what we do is 2x cube plus x square should be taken common, 7 plus 2a, and from here x is taken out, so you will have 6 plus 7a plus 6a. So this is something we will keep separate. Now on the other hand, what we have is 2x cube plus bx square plus cx negative 18. Now coefficients should be, for the x cube, both are 2. I will highlight this one. This one is 2. So, and for this side also 2. Now we know very well that x square, should change the pen, x square is equals to 7 plus 2a, which is equals to b on the other side. And then x is equals to 6 plus 7a, which is c, and the constant value is 6a, which is equals to negative 18. So a equals negative 3. So what we have done is we have found out the value. This guy is equals to this whole thing is equals to this one, and this one is equal to this one. Get it? Now what we have is, we know very well, we'll find out the value of a first. A is already 3 minus 3. The value of a equals negative 3. And now we'll find out the value of x square, which is 7 plus 2 negative 3, which is equals to 7 minus 6. So x square value is going to be 1, and the value of 6 plus 7a equals c. Again, we'll substitute the value of a into this. So 6 minus 21, which is equals to negative 15. And here we'll write is a equals negative 3, b equals 1, and c equals negative 15. Okay, in question number 21, it says the diagram shows a cuboid. Okay, a b c d e f g h. AB is 14, that means this is 14. So this is also going to be 14. And HG is also 14. That, and M is the midpoint, that means this is 7, and this is also 7. Now they are asking to find out BM. We need to find out the length of B to M. For that, we need to know how much is BG first. So it's going to look something like this. We are finding out this one, this one and this one. BG is this one. We are going to find out this, and you can see this is a right angle triangle, in which I better draw the other way around for you to understand better. It's something like this, in which this one is a 90 degree, and this is a C, this one is B, and the top part is G. And you know very well this one is 8 and BC is 5. So we'll be using Pythagoras theorem. So BG square equals 8 square plus 5 square. That means 64 plus 25. It's going to be BG square equals 189. And when we find out the square root of BG, it's going to be 9.4. So that means the length from here to here is 9.4. This length we are talking about. We are talking about BG. BG length is 9.4. Okay. So the length from here to here is 9.4. 9.4. Now we know very well that now moving ahead, we need to find out BM. So you know very well that this is also a right angle triangle, okay, in which the hypotenuse is going to be now comes another right angle triangle. We make with a different color. Now we know very well that this is already given 9.4. MG is 7. This we have found out already. BM is B is at the base, as M is staying at 7. So this is going to be 7. Now we find out this one is 9.4. So using Pythagoras theorem again, so this is going to give us 9.4 square plus 7 square is going to be the length of BM square. So this is going to be 89, and this is 49 BM square. So BM is equals to BM square equals 138, and the length of BM is going to be equals to 11.7. Finding out the square root of 138. Now they need to find out the angle that BM makes. So for that, we are going to make another right angle triangle, and the length we know very well. This is M, and this is B we are talking about, and I can consider this one angle as O. They need to find out how much is this angle. They don't know. So BM we found out already. It is 11.7, and the height MO is 8, and the only because we know the opposite and we know the hypotenuse. So we'll be using sine theta equals 8 over hypotenuse, and sine theta is going to be 43.17 is going to be your answer. So this angle is 43.17. Moving on to the next question, which can be misunderstood. So for that, we know very well that it is saying 4x plus y equals 9, and the second equation is saying y plus x square equals 5. So both of the values we make it as y. So this one is y equals minus 4x plus 9, and this one is going to be y equals minus x square plus 5. Now we compare, because both the values are for y, that means the other parts also is going to be equal. Minus 4x plus 9 equals minus x square plus 5. So I want to make x as a positive, x square as a positive. So I'll bring x square on the other side, and minus 5 and minus 4x plus minus 9 equals 0. Everything is going to be on the left hand side. X square minus 4x, and this is already a plus. So minus 5 plus 9 equals 0, and x square minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. So this is product of x minus 2 whole square equals 0, and when the value of x is going to be a positive 2. Now substituting in the equation, so this, and the x value is 2, so first value we found out, and the question is saying the value of y is equals to minus 9 minus 4x. So substituting the value of x into this equation, we are going to get 9 minus 8, which is 1. So this is the value of y. This was the last question of this paper. If you have any queries, anything you want to ask me, your comment section is open. Anyone want to have any question from this past paper, feel free to comment and let me know so that I can clear your doubts. Thank you very much for watching.